Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has publicly confirmed that he apologized to U.S. President Donald Trump over a controversial political ad from Ontario that quoted former President Ronald Reagan criticizing tariffs. The ad, commissioned by Ontario Premier Doug Ford, used Reagan's voice to warn that tariffs lead to trade wars and economic disaster, a message that reportedly offended President Trump. Carney said the ad was not something he supported and admitted he had opposed its release when shown the draft earlier.
Did you apologize to Donald Trump about Ontario's anti-tariff ad?
I did apologize to the president. President was offended by the act, or by the ad rather, and it's not something I would have done, which is to put in place that advertisement, and so I apologized to him.
Carney told reporters that he privately apologized to Trump during a dinner hosted by South Korea's president earlier this week, calling the conversation cordial and constructive.
We had dinner together. You saw it. There were a few of you were there, and we had a very good dinner. It was very cordial, and I spoke to him at the dinner privately, obviously. Privately, now it's public. There you go.
U.S. President Donald Trump said that trade talks between the United States and Canada will remain suspended, despite Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney apologizing for a controversial Ontario political advertisement featuring former U.S. President Ronald Reagan.
Now, with Prime Minister Carney, are you and Canada going to resume negotiations?
No, but I have a very good relationship. I like him a lot. But you know what they did was wrong. He was very nice. He apologized for what they did with the commercial. Because it was a false commercial. You know, it was the exact opposite. Ronald Reagan loved tariffs. And they tried to make it look the other way. And he did apologize, and I appreciated it. We had a great dinner, you know, with other countries, as you know. And I think we have a very good relationship personally. I think that what they did was wrong, but he apologized.
The controversy erupted after Washington announced higher tariffs on Canadian goods and a temporary halt to trade talks, escalating tensions between the two allies. Carney reaffirmed that the federal government alone manages relations with Washington, saying he's responsible for keeping diplomacy on track despite provincial politics.
I'm the one who is responsible in my role as Prime Minister for the relationship with the President of the United States, and the federal government is responsible for the foreign relationship with the U.S. government. So things happen, we take the good with the bad, and I apologize to him.
The Reagan ad controversy now adds another wrinkle to cross-border diplomacy as both nations navigate economic friction and political optics on the world stage.